Hey guys, Simon here, and thanks for stopping by my channel. Today we are going to talk about Friday the 13th the game and 10 things you may or may not know about the game. Some of the things I will be talking about will be trivia, references, game mechanics, and possibly a couple Easter eggs I found that you may not know about yet. If you enjoy the video, do the button thing, subscribe, and leave a comment if you think there was something I missed. I hope you guys enjoy the video and learn something new. Here we go. Okay. So I think I might have finally found out how to become Tommy and when he will be called, but I'm not sure it's foolproof just yet. I practiced this method more than a few times, and after a series of 10 trials, it worked out 6 times for me, with a couple of minor issues which I will explain. So to start out, it helps to know if Tommy has been called or not. It does not matter if you call him, I don't believe, just that he is called and waiting in the wing. Next, you have to die along with somebody else dying because it takes 2 deaths before Tommy Jarvis will show up. If you want to get yourself killed, you can. I never did, I just always played, and if I happen to get killed by Jason, then so be it. After you have died and are in spectating mode, make sure no one else has been assigned Tommy by spectating through the players, and if he has not made his way into the game yet, keep switching through the players until one is locked into a confrontation with Jason, because this is where becoming Tommy is important. The best way to do this is to keep going through the players until you hear Jason's music playing on one of their screens or you see him. From here, what you want to do is watch a player get killed by Jason in spectator mode. This should trigger the Tommy intro for you to be him. I believe after he is called on the CB, it requires a player to witness firsthand Jason killing someone, along with 2 deaths, and then you or someone else can come into the game as Tommy to save the others. Of the 10 times I tried this, it worked 6 times. 2 of the times, however, I did not see Jason kill someone. In one of those instances, he was already chasing someone for well over 2 minutes, and then I became Tommy. The other time had Jason chasing someone, but before he finished and killed the person, I became Tommy and got the intro scene. The other few times, Tommy was assigned to someone else, and a couple times it just didn't work. I don't know what those other players were doing, but those lobbies had at least 5 other counselors in the match. So I believe that after Tommy is called, if you watch someone get killed, it triggers you as Tommy coming to save the day. I love this guy. After rewatching the movies, I just can't believe he doesn't have a cameo in the game yet, but I bet one will be coming soon, that's what she said. For now, his bike is as close as we can get to having a piece of Crazy Ralph in the game. I have found his bike randomly on the map, laying up against cabins, sometimes with weeds covering it, other times it can be seen clean as a whistle, which means Crazy Ralph is somewhere hiding, checking out that Tiffany butt. By the look of it, you can tell it was from an older time before we had all the sweet dinos and huffies most of us grew up with. Not these old shitty pedal goes Crazy Ralph used to call them.
What?
Check out my pedal go!
No, go ahead.
Bitch! This bear can be found in a few different spots around the maps and cabins. Nothing over the top here, it's just a regular bear that doesn't have any smug knowledge for you about what type of fabric softener to buy or his crazy right ring view on forest fires. What makes the bear important to the game and films is that this bear is from Friday the 13th Part 4 and is tied to a character in that film also nicknamed Teddy. If you don't remember, he was the guy that told a young Crispin Glover that he was a dead fuck. Good thing Marty didn't have to go back in time and try to fix this problem, right? Because it'd be like gay incest and he would have to try to dodge Jason while trying to teach his dad to bang. Or he could just, time jump to Friday the 13th Part 6 and get Sheriff Garris's deputy to teach him.
Wherever the red dot goes, you bang.
If you are not familiar with the medic perk, it allows you to get 2 uses out of a med spray instead of 1, along with the added benefit of doing more healing per use. This is one of the better perks in the game to use. This perk is great for keeping yourself alive, but it is double important for helping other people as well. Not only does it allow you to perhaps use it twice on someone or 2 separate someones, but if you are smart enough, it's also useful if you drop the item too. The reason being, if you use it and find a new one, it's useful for you to grab a new can so you can get 2 uses again, and you can still replace what you take if you leave the one you used. You can even keep the other med spray, but it's a good rule of thumb to drop it and let someone else get it, just cuz. They come in handy at the end of the match when you are running from cabin to cabin trying to stay alive for those last few minutes. In the cemetery, you can find the gravestone of a Kickstarter donator and YouTuber named H2O Delirious. He is a very popular YouTuber and donated some cash to the game to get this spot, which was cool of him in general. I don't know a lot about him or his channel in general because I don't watch it. I have seen bits and pieces, but if he donated his hard-earned money into a game like this, he's pretty cool in my book. You notice on the headstone it says he laughed to death, which keeps in with his channel where him and his friends laugh like a lot while playing their games. So that's why this is here. Plus this bear has something to do with his channel also. Something about selling fabric softener or forest fire bullshit. If you don't pay attention to the screens during loading or even care to check out the controller configuration, then you might miss out on a lot of useful information. One such thing is the rear view button, and it's not just for the car. Holding down on R1 for PlayStation, or the right bumper I would assume for Xbox, will give you a nice view of what's behind you. No, not that. Or how close behind you Jason is, or just how fast you need to go to get the hell away from him. This is also helpful for not moving when you are out in the woods and Jason has lost you and is looking around so you don't make any noise. No reason taking a chance on his sensibility finding you or hoping he is lucky enough to see you with his naked eye. For those of you that don't know, each of these counselors has 35 skill points total. These 35 points divided among the skills each has, which was picked by the developers I suppose on how they were to be played. Some have high speed and stamina with low repairs and composures, while others may have the reverse. Each one of them though has the same amount of points, just broken up differently among the skills each was chosen to have. We all know the game lobbies can be trash sometimes, and even trying to find a match can be a royal pain in the ass. In these situations, do yourself a favor and the other few people in your lobby all a favor, and ready up with only the few of you there. By readying up like this, you still have enough time to add more players to your match in the pre-game loading lobby, and once again when the game loads in the pre-match lobby. Just because all of you ready up doesn't mean 2 or 3 more people won't pop into your match right before the match starts. To be honest, I find that if you are in a small lobby, it is more useful to ready up early because this starts the countdown, and it usually fills the room a little bit faster. This helps because it will get the match started faster, which means no one in the lobby will leave due to them getting irritated and will take you to the second pre-game loading match, which will then still give you more time for more people to start to join in that match. This is good information to have because it helps keep things moving along, and it lets people know that they can still join these matches even if they think they will have to wait. Driving in this game is a bitch. 1, because you can't bring up your map when driving. 2, because you never know when Camp Dickhead will just pop up. 3, dumbass players want to jump in front of the car instead of using the mic to ask for help, causing you experience problems. 4, sometimes you never know where the car is just going to pop up and handstand on you. I can go on and on here. My point is, driving the car is hard. It's also hard to know what paths the car can and can't take. I'm sure some of you have seen some random players get in the car and drive all over the place to avoid Jason. Chances are you have also seen them crash into things that you would normally assume wouldn't stop the car but didn't, such as wooden guardrail logs or even the camp signs on occasion. Knowing what items you are able to plow through with the car is a major advantage to you as a player because it means you know all of your outs, which is double important when you talk about escaping in the car from Jason, who may or may not know what is going on or what will and won't stop the car. This means you might be able to jive when you could have juked, and Papa Shit Slacks is left holding his Chad in his hand. Each of these Jasons after a match returns to his little slice of heaven out in the woods, or to put it more eloquently, his shithole. I mean, come on dude, you're gonna build this place in the woods out of recycled garbage you find and never once thought to put up a hammock? Come on. You got a metal headboard with no bed, for God's sakes. Totally low class. What a pussy. Anyway, when you go back to his half a duplex at the end of a match, depending on which Jason was played will affect the response you get from your dead mother. Each Jason gets a different message and none of the two are the same. Pretty cool detail to toss in. Here are a couple examples.
Mommy is proud of you, Jason. But it's time to come home now. Boy, Mommy has a reward for you. Come home, sweetie. You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home, sweetie. Sweet Jason.
Well guys, that's all I have for you on this one. I hope you have all enjoyed the video and learned something new. If you liked it, then you can check out my other videos and stuff I have uploaded, and I will see you guys next time.